And I know I just did a reading for water signs the other day, but here's this one, okay? There is an emphasis on these emotions surrounding being vulnerable with an intimate person and wanting a friend within that intimate person. So I don't know if that's you're single, I don't know if you're together, I don't know if you're emotionally confined in the same house because it feels emotionally trapped and overwhelmed. Like stuck in my mind about a situation that I feel I can't do anything about. Okay? These are a lot of you, honestly, talking amongst yourself. If you have people around you and you're supposed to be in a relationship or something, just like to that person because they make you feel like you cannot have a conversation with them. Like you do not have a friend and a partner. And if you're looking for a partner, like, I don't know, maybe you should get rid of these mental patterns of just talking to yourself or the way you process and communicate your feelings because it's very significant. Like if you're wanting someone, first you need a friend before you can have that partner. Right? If you're with someone and they're supposed to be your partner but they can't be your friend because you can't have a conversation, out of there. That's a debt you're just carrying over and over and over and over and over and living in your head. I keep getting someone who is living in their own mind and they are confined. And it's about a karmic theme about this pattern that keeps resurfacing, and it's all around emotions and being confined. And it's reliving these emotional dynamics and repeating getting hurt. I'm getting hurt. I'm getting hurt, which is why you're probably in your mind, right? And there's a detached sense of where you're only talking to yourself or you feel trapped as an individual and separate and isolated from the people around you or in your home. There's a desire for almost an independence. Like you already know that. Like you're so, but you keep staying around the same or reliving something in your mind about a relationship dynamic. And you're not fully tapping in or there's feeling afraid to face it or step out into the world or something. It's okay to get and be very upfront with someone like you just would like a casual friend right now. Not friends with benefits, like you want to get to know someone, right? And you're not fully present. You're caught in these thoughts about the past and the past is in the future and this is this and this is this rather than like what's happening right now. Okay? That's a lack of awareness. You're suppressing and avoiding these emotional truths where you're very trapped in this mind, circumstance, these beliefs, these patterns, where you're just confined, you're silenced, you're resenting. Like there's so much resentment here I'm pulling from someone. Where you are emotionally confined in your own mind. You are stuck in your own mind and you're suppressing your feelings. Resentment is building, causing you to want a connection, a friendship, a partnership, but you feel trapped, you feel silenced, unable to really step out or express yourself or be yourself. Like that's not a relationship you want to have. Okay? These patterns are resurfacing. They keep coming out. It's like manifestation because we're not aware of them. We're reliving these old emotional wounds and habits that make you feel separate and disconnected from people. That's the lack of presence. That's the lack of awareness and presence where you don't get fully in touch with what you feel or what you need because you just stay quiet and you're in your mind and you create this internal tension and resentment against anyone new or whoever you're with or the future you. And you got to find ways to reconnect with your real emotions and release that need to suppress and hide them or hide who you are or keep reliving the past in your mind. Someone is completely trapped in their mind. I feel a little delusional over here. You're holding yourself in emotional confinement. And you have to get the courage to face those feelings and be present with them instead of running from them and suppressing them and resentment growing and growing and growing because you're denying who you are. There's a call to action, so to speak, to get around people you feel safe with. Learn to speak out loud. Okay? The silence, the suppression, and acknowledge those instead of hide them. Right? I mean, this is like burning yourself out mentally and emotionally and being so overwhelmed by the pain and the stress of like a past hurt, heartbreak, or whatever. This exhaustion isn't just physical, it's mental and emotional fatigue where you just feel drained and unable to participate with life. There's a lot of this right now. Good Lord. There's a lack of emotional maturity and inability to handle those feelings constructively without blowing out, so you just keep them inside. And this is where you may act impulsively other places. You may avoid responsibility other places. You may be in a childlike state, unable to process or heal from the past heartbreak. You're caught in a cycle of mental chaos and emotional exhaustion. I can feel it. Deeply affected in your ability to trust and connect with friends or partners or whoever. You're very overwhelmed, avoiding facing your wound that keeps you in these patterns. We're in a state of emotional underdevelopment, unable to like have a healthy relational boundary or be yourself. It's created this mental fortress, making it hard to connect on a genuine level. You have to address that exhaustion and stress by giving yourself space to process, or you're going to be here in your mind forever instead of building new connections or trusting people, right? It's a cycle. You need to slow down and acknowledge everything and allow yourself, without judging yourself or feeling guilty about it, to be open with new relationships. Not this crap I see to the past. Alright, water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Much love. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you later.